Hey friends, Jen Croneberger here with the HLI. And based on conversations I've been having about change and about finding ways forward in both big leaps and small steps, I want to share with you this concept called the liminal bridge. Well, what's the liminal bridge? Liminal comes from the Latin limen, meaning threshold. And it describes this kind of space between where the old has fallen away, but the new hasn't fully emerged. The liminal bridge is the psychological, emotional, and spiritual crossing from what was to what's becoming. It's not a straight line either. It's a shaky, often disorienting, and often sacred space. And most people resist it because uncertainty is uncomfortable and big change requires surrender. So let's break down the anatomy of this bridge. It starts in the separation, the letting go. This is when that old identity role system, maybe story you've been telling yourself your whole life or even just for a day, it begins to dissolve. And it can look like grief, confusion, ending, burnout, disillusionment. And then you come to the threshold, this liminal space in between, where you're no longer who you were, but not yet who you're becoming. It's uncomfortable, kind of messy, kind of vulnerable, and alive with potential. This is where ego sheds and the soul steps in. And then you move into this reintegration, this becoming place. The new begins to emerge, often slowly and quietly, but there's a reclaiming of self, a new story you're writing, or a reimagined way of leading, working, or living. Think about it like a caterpillar dissolving into goo before becoming a butterfly. That goo stage, well, that's the liminal. So, how do I know if I've been there? Or maybe, how can I tell if I'm there maybe right now? Well, there's a strong feeling of disorientation. I don't know who I am in this story anymore. The emotional waves, grief, hope, fear, curiosity, they all tend to kind of ebb and flow consistently. You feel a pressure to hurry up and figure it out. And there may be moments of deep clarity and then fog again. And the medicine of the liminal is patience, presence, and trust. So let's take this another step forward. If you're leading through the liminal, well, this is a critical skill to learn. If you're in a leadership role and you're guiding others across the liminal bridge, trust me, it's sacred work. Your job isn't to rush the crossing either. It's actually to nurture it. Hold space for the not knowing. Normalize the mess. Anchor to values and purpose when the map becomes unclear. And then trust the slow emergence of fortitude and resilience. You become a kind of bridge keeper, someone who reminds others this isn't the end, it's a passage. So here are the secret questions for the liminal bridge. What is falling away right now? What am I being asked to release, even if it's hard? What's stirring beneath the surface? And then who am I becoming, even if I can't see it clearly yet? If you're in a liminal space right now or you're guiding others through one, and maybe you want to name what feels like it's ending or what might be trying to emerge, we can help you explore it. Visit us at thehli.com, where we're building braver leaders, deeper connection, and greater impact. Thanks for showing up with me today.